Hello there, welcome to the Airgun Gear Show. You might be able to guess where I am. That's right, I'm at RMAC 2024 here in Utah. Let me tell you, it really is rather warm. I'm also going to tell you that in my opinion, this is the biggest, the best, the largest prize pot of airgun competitions in the world, full stop, period. It's enormous. There are hundreds of people down there each day shooting and spectating, and it has been fabulous. I've made a little video about it. There's going to be some smiles, there's going to be some giggles. We're going to leave that in, and there's going to be some winners. I've done it all off my own back. I've paid my own ticket because I want to enjoy it, and I want you to as well. So please sit back, get yourself a beverage, and enjoy my video, RMAC 2024.
Thanks, Giles. Go away.
I can never do this reverse thing with the front camera. Anyway, to get to RMAC, I have to drive from Las Vegas up to, well, just south of Salt Lake City, Mapleton. And the reason I've gone into Las Vegas is because Delta, who I used to fly with, have decided to stop doing direct flights from Heathrow. So I've gone in via Las Vegas to drive up. It's going to take me about 5 hours to do the drive, but you do get scenery like this. Look, this is like a little recreation park. I'm about an hour north, hour and a half north of Las Vegas, just inside the edge of Arizona. And I think I'm looking at, quite possibly, a little bit of the Grand Canyon. There you go. And this is a rest area on the side of the road. As you can see my car there. And people come here and do off-roading and stuff like that. There's a couple of cars around, but not a lot. Seeing it is about 110 degrees out here, so I'm not going to stand out here very long. But there we go, all very pretty. Me and my sense of humour, I've just got to really, haven't I? Between Las Vegas and sort of Salt Lake City, there's a town called Beaver. In Beaver, there's a huge restaurant and it's called the Creamery. Behave yourselves out there. Absolutely behave yourselves out there. And I was hoping to find a t-shirt that I could buy in the little town that says I love Beaver on it, but
nice Beaver.
Do you know what? I couldn't find one, but I did find the sign. You've got a dirty mind out there. Behave yourself. To start with, Todd brought a toy to shoot on Thursday in the form of a Barrett 50 cal. This is what you call a magazine. Go on then. Wow. How many does that hold?
How many do you want it to hold?
Well, you reckon that's about $8 a pop?
Yeah, something
So
right
I don't
in
know,
there.
what, 5?
We can do 5.
Wow. Cool. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Giles picking up the 50 cal Barrett. Take one.
This thing.
Wow. Same place, but they
And
took over the whole.
let's be quite clear before anyone says on YouTube, you're waving a 50 cal array. It's got no magazine and anything in it, is it? But whoa! Do people carry this around?
America.
America. Oh, only in America. You just pull up at the range and just pop one of those out. Yeah. Thank you very much.
I'm here to tell you that Jim has more trigger time behind something like this than most normal human beings could ever
but I haven't
dream of.
shot him in a long time.
Well, don't date yourself, dude. You're not that old. You're still useful.
I've used shot better ones, though.
I understand. So this is the Barrett M107, semi-automatic 50 caliber, and it makes a lot of noise, and it's fun to shoot.
You can fire a projectile accurately to 1,400 meters, but you can check beyond that, out to at least 2,000 meters with larger size targets. Generally a 750 grain projectile.
So how fast would that be going downrange, do you reckon?
2,600. How fast do you think?
Yeah, I was thinking 29.
I could look it up.
Tracer ones that I had, but
they're lighter though. Probably.
yeah, they're a 660,
Yeah,
660 grain.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's probably
So
pretty
2,800 feet per second. Yeah.
And
but it's a lot of weight going that fast.
yeah, so how heavy are those bullets? How heavy is the head on
They
them?
range anywhere from like a 640 to, I think these are 740s
to 750
740.
grains.
Right.
A little bigger than an air gun.
Yeah. Here we go. You ready?
Yep.
Dude, it like took a chunk that big off of the rock.
It took a big old.
Look at it. It's all bare now.
And you can sit behind.
750 grain.
You don't need to stand. Okay.
Going hot.
We good?
Yeah.
A little bit of flinchy there.
I'm terrified of it, guys. I'm absolutely terrified of it.
It's not that bad.
Control it. Get back there. Take 3 deep breaths and pull the trigger. You can do it.
You want me to stand behind you?
No.
It doesn't kick that hard, I promise.
It's not that bad.
Three deep breaths.
There's no kick. Did you say, who said no kick? I'm gonna,
No.
wow. What did I hit? I have no idea.
You hit the rock.
Hey, you
hit
hit the
the
rock. You're
You hit the
ricocheting.
rock.
Cut a tree
That,
down.
I gotta be honest. That
Killed
is,
Killed the whole family of squirrels.
All over.
Did it ricochet into the
Yeah,
tree?
it ricocheted into the tree and cut the tree over.
You hit the rock with authority. You can...
Now let's get to the meat in the bun. This is a 4-day event with a schedule which you can see on screen now. And the prizes go from, wait for it, $20,000 in dollars to a selection from the prize table. This is a, and I've said it before, $100,000 prize competition put up by the sponsors and Utah Airguns. Yep, I said it, $100,000 in total prizes, split into small chunks so everyone stands a chance. And I think there's probably more than that with the prizes that are available from the banquet raffle. So I say again, because I hear it all the time, I can do that. Well, come and show us. RMAC 2025 will happen. The Brave entered in 2024. And I've got to say, comments are for wimps. So behind me is the Sportsman Precision Rifle competition. So many different rounds and technical names, I've got to make sure I try and get them right, because I'm sure I'll get something wrong. But anyway, what you've got going on here is you've got multiple, I think it's 5 lanes on this one, and you have different courses of fire, and the course of fire is on the board in front of every lane, and the shooters have to follow those courses of fire. So it's so many shots on one target, and then change range and move to another target, and then they either have to be kneeling, prone, on a bag, rested, and there's all sorts of different things that they can rest on. So it is, it's a move and shoot idea, and it is what's becoming really very popular in the airgun world at the moment. I got to admit, getting up and moving down, it's not me anymore. There's a bit too much of me, but these guys are really good sharp shooters. At the same time, you've got like the ballistics team who are putting scores in, so you've got live scoring going on out there into the world, because I know there's a lot of people out there that are following this around the world. And you've got an awful lot of spectators as well, because there clearly is, you know, something to watch. And sometimes it goes right and sometimes it goes wrong, and people get flustered. They shoot without a magazine in. You'll see it all. It is like, you know, the pressure is on. People want to be the best sharpshooter out there, and that's why they come to RMAC. Next is card 1 of the Pro Bench Rest. These are the narrators, the YouTubers, the manufacturers, the minor celebrities, plus previous sportsman class winners, shooting very much for pride. Normally, I would be in this group as I register as a minor something or other. But honestly, it's above me now, in a completely different skill level. They get 2 rounds over 2 days to shoot at 25 targets. 1 shot per target and some sighters. Max score each 250 per card, and you get those 25 targets per card. Top 3 shooters from each group to go forward to the final. 7 groups in pro and 3 groups in sportsman. And the sportsman group is normal human beings outside of the pro or industry status. So, as close to 250 per card, the better. Don't forget about the wind. And the range is windy all the time. Once you shoot, you get to walk down range and see the targets. That's when I stick a camera in your face and say, how did you do?
So you both shot.
Yep.
How do you think you did?
Well, I actually thought that I did bad, but people are saying that for that group, for that relay, that I did really good. So we'll see when the scores pop up.
Okay.
I'm going to say the same. I'm not top in my relay, but I think I got maybe 3rd or 4th place in my relay. So
as long as we're in the top 3. And
yeah, just going into finals, that's fine.
Yep.
It's just wind caught me a couple times, had some unexpected stuff happen, and I just got to be more patient.
So this is
Card 1.
This is round 1.
Yeah, that's
this
it.
is round 1.
Nothing to me.
Anything could happen tomorrow.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Well, lovely. Best of luck.
I was out here
Thank you.
Right, guys.
Yeah. Yes.
How did you think you did? I mean, this is card 1, obviously.
This is card 1.
Card 1. How do we think it went?
He did great except for a flyer.
I don't know if it's great, but
No, I thought it
compared
was
to this
great.
guy.
I was enjoying watching it. I was watching it through the spotting scope.
Okay.
It was good. Yeah.
Right. So any guesstimation on score?
2 teens, so somewhere above 210.
Right. And how about a champion shooter? I mean, do we say that out loud?
No, we don't
What do
have
you
to
reckon?
say. 228 minimum, 230
Lovely.
maybe. Depends on the plugs, but for sure 228.
The main thing is if you go home smiling tonight. That's the
Well,
thing,
I'm
isn't
smiling.
it? Yeah.
And there's a
Hey, we
celebratory glass of vodka waiting for me.
Hey, where's mine?
All right. Best of luck tomorrow.
Thanks, Charles.
Awesome, thank you.
So here's the glamour squad.
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't know why he's in it because you didn't shoot anything, did you?
I'm here for support.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, well, we'll fudge that bit out in the video, quite literally. Thank you very much. Yeah. We'll just blur that out. How did you get on, guys?
No, it was okay.
Yeah, quite okay. I'm happy. I'm ready for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Right.
Wind was tricky, up and down, but
Guesstimation on score?
High 210s.
yeah,
Lovely.
maybe 210
Okay.
around there.
Yeah. And you got nothing.
I got nothing.
Yeah, he got support.
No, I supported you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Fabulous. Well, best of luck tomorrow, guys.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Bye.
The man that did it in a few seconds last year. How did you do this year?
I did fine, really. I think 228,
Okay.
and that's including one really bad shot.
Right.
And so I am in it. So yeah, I'm ready for tomorrow because relay or bench number 3, no one has scoring good there today. It was miserable.
Okay.
So I'm in the middle tomorrow.
So you move up 10 benches. Then?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm feeling good.
Okay. Well, you never know. You might win.
I'm here to win. So
Yeah.
I don't want to be second. That's the first loser. So.
All right. Well, best of luck tomorrow. For a
Yeah,
chat.
thank you.
And I do this interview now, after card 1, as after the second round it's not always happy occasions for some, and I could not be so cruel as to put that on camera. But let's say after round 2 some hopes get dashed, smashed, thrown to the wolves, and the steak at dinner tastes like dust. Just saying.
That makes bench press too long.
Right, don't walk off, because obviously what we have to do now is you've just been shooting, so we come and stick a camera in your face.
Yes, especially when I did a very bad relay.
Oh,
then
did it not
then
go
you
well?
stick the camera in my face.
Oh,
No.
sorry. Okay. Well, I don't know, because we can't see from all the way up
No,
there,
no,
can
but
we? So,
it's bench once. It was struggling with the wind, and
Right.
let's see what the score will say and once they count it up. So.
okay. But I obviously, I'm looking at your card. It still looks pretty good, to be honest.
It could be a lot better.
Yeah.
The wind was going left to right. You hold 1.5 mil and still can't hit the 9 ring, so it's frustrating.
I don't mind. At least you're giving it a go.
Yeah, we tried.
That's it.
Tomorrow we're gonna do better.
Magic.
Yes.
How did we do, Mr. Rick?
We did pretty good. We might be looking at a 220, maybe somewhere around there. So I'm pretty happy with that. We had a little bit of switching winds, but that's pretty good. But tomorrow I'm going to do better. I guarantee it. Yep.
It looks like everyone struggled in this round.
Yeah.
With a bit of wind.
It looked like it was a little bit tough, but
So that's easy.
I think Keith had a really good round.
I should have just looked down at the shadow where the sun is.
So we do.
All right.
This has got to be one of my like only in America moments, but you got to remember it's absolutely normal where I am. Okay, so there's a few of us from Team Sabre, and we've got Chris as well, and we're up here on the side of a mountain. There's a rubbish tip down there and some houses and stuff like that. I'll turn the camera around in a minute, and we're out here, and this is just a general recreation area, and perfectly allowed to do this because the police do drive-bys and stuff from time to time. I'm not going to point the camera at them because I don't want to get myself in trouble. But we're just plinking away with some, air guns over here, bits and pieces. But I'm going to move the camera around in a minute because over there, about 100 yards away, is a family. They've put the AR away now. Now they're practicing with handguns, and literally, we've just done the sensible thing. We're all in a rough line, so there's no danger here. But it's just a family come out, do some target practice on the side of a hill, and then over there in a little valley down there, there's a chap with his young son who's practicing with their pistol as well. And then about 200 yards that way, there's a guy got out with an AR, and he's going to shoot in that distance, and we're all quite happy. For an Englishman, it is very, very strange, clearly, so it is my kind of only in America moment. But actually, we're all quite happy, and we're safely enjoying the sport of shooting targets, and no one's upset, even the law and authorities that go past. So I'd like to say that shooting, as far as I'm concerned, is a sport that can be enjoyed by all, and when it's done safely and properly, I think it's something that everyone should have a try.
Hello, hello.
PJ's got a conundrum. You can put your answer in the comments below. Go on then, give us a go.
So, you're setting up for a speed competition.
Yeah.
You're setting up a 22 caliber air rifle.
Yeah.
You can go with an 18 grain pellet that's going at 920 feet per second.
Yeah.
With a BC of around 0.04.
Right.
Or you can go up to a 21-ish grain pellet that's only going 867, so it's a little bit slower, but you're reading a BC on the True Ballistics chronograph at 0.06.
Okay.
So do you take the better BC or the faster pellet with possibly a flatter trajectory?
Me, if you're only shooting to 65 yards,
that's the range on this particular
I
speed
would
course.
go heavier pellet, purely and simply because if you only touch that target,
right,
you're going to hear more of a tink.
And you're gimped already because 30 caliber pellets are going to be shot in this competition.
Okay, so
they are already bigger.
Yeah. So, but for me, just through general experience, the light pellet, I got flies on my legs. The light pellet, it's going to move less.
Yeah.
even though I know it's travelling really fast and it's a short distance, it's still moving less. So I think the fact that it's slightly heavier but could move less just leaves everything else behind.
Yeah.
So
I like the BC.
Yeah.
I like the higher BC.
Speed is good.
Yep.
If you just want to get there really fast, out to 30 yards, then yeah, you go light pellet. But and you guys are all about numbers and BCs and stuff like that. I'm one of these shooters that just goes, does that go faster now? Oh, doesn't hit it? But for me, it's just about, because it's windy here.
Yeah.
I think that lighter pellet, from experience,
it's going to get blown around.
It's going to move a little bit more.
Yeah.
And what's the heavy one coming out at?
867 was the average velocity.
So if you're looking at a 30 grain pellet, the golden. Just checking I'm not being bitten or stung.
Yeah.
So if you go with a 30 grain pellet, that golden zone, well, always used to be 860 to 880.
Yeah.
So it's matching that. So go with the heavy one. I'm saying go with the heavy one.
Right.
Someone out there will go, you are totally wrong. Totally wrong.
And I can't wait to read about it.
Yeah, you're wrong. You've got it all wrong. Why did you say that? You don't know what you're talking about. You're just some stupid man from England.
You ever seen a scorpion?
Yes. No.
Everybody, Chris the Up North Airgunner. I'm here with PJ Clarke, and we're going to be talking a little bit about the RMAC crate. And so PJ actually introduced me to this brand. He got his from Utah Air Guns, and I got mine recently from Utah Air Guns. Brought it for the speed challenge because after I saw what PJ was doing with his yesterday, that was like pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Why don't you tell me a little bit about that shot?
So these guys were setting up exactly this spot, and we're shooting at a black rock up above where that truck is over there.
Yeah.
And you guys had ranged it, and you were doing your big bore doping, and I was kind of just plinking at some other stuff, and I just thought to myself, I bet you I can hit that.
And I said, I don't think you can. And he did. 3 times in a row. 286 yards.
It was awesome.
286 yards. But I think what's the coolest thing about this, it's small, it's compact. They've got the cocking lever on the left-hand side so we can go fast. So I'm going to be running this for the speed challenge, and I think Giles got some video of me. I've never shot speed before. This is my very first time. And I will tell you, the accuracy of this thing, out to 65 yards, first shot attempts, I'm just drilling shotgun shells all over the place.
Yeah.
Absolutely
It's a really accurate gun. This is the same gun I took second in speed at Pyramid Air Cup last year, so I'm going to be running mine tomorrow too.
Yep.
So it's a great
one
gun.
thing I decided to do was I decided to use the Element Optics Immersive. The reason why, you got a crazy wide field of view, 5x magnification, because when you want to go fast, you don't want a lot of magnification, I'm assuming, right?
Yep.
Okay. So
just enough to see what you're looking at clearly.
All right. We'll see what we'll get done tomorrow, but wish me luck.
I've got a question.
Yeah.
You guys just ended just like that.
Okay.
We're stood behind the camera listening. I am here, everybody.
Oh, yeah.
So, out of the box, how much did you have to tune that? Just out of interest.
I put a magazine in it.
That's it.
That's
I've had three of these, a Catran in 177, and then the shorter version of the 22 crate, and this version of the 22 crate. No, actually, this is the shorter version of the 22.
Yep.
I have the slightly longer version of the 22. I have not tuned anything on any of those 3 guns.
Yeah.
Right.
Just pellets and shoot. And I have not found them to be particularly pellet fussy. I'm shooting JSBs in mine. We're shooting AEAs in this one today.
Right.
I'm shooting 18 grain. He's shooting 21.9 grain or whatever it is.
Yeah.
I've always been impressed by these.
Yeah. When I saw PJ's, I reached out to Justin. I said I wanted one, and I was telling him how I wanted it tuned, and he was just like, "Just put a magazine in it."
Yeah.
And I can tell he was right. There is one more story about this we did not tell, and that was last year driving home, and John, you were in on this.
Yeah, I remember now.
We were coming back, and we heard there was just all these prairie dogs, right? And there's all private land. We couldn't get permission, so I went up and knocked on this door of this lady. I got permission, I called PJ and I was like, all right, PJ, we got permission. He's like, I've got 2 Fox sitting right here in front of me, like what, 40 yards, 50 yards?
It was like, yeah, 55 and like 65.
55 and 65.
Like he's looking at me right now.
Yeah,
he's looking at me.
I said, weapon's hot. All I heard over the phone was like, pop, pop. And next thing I know, I see a picture of two Fox dangling out of PJ's arms. So anyway, so these things can be great for hunting, great for plinking. And dude, I've got a thermal. This is a really cool thing. I got that AGM thermal put on the front of this with this optic, and now you're just using your regular optic with the AGM rattler, and now you're shooting rats at night with thermals. So yeah,
pretty cool stuff.
Pretty awesome. Yeah, cool.
1, 2, 10. Yeah, well, I clicked 1, it didn't go over.
But Chris went, for the record, 8 of 10. You went 9 for 10.
9 for 10. I gotta say, put that on safe. That's a nice setup, isn't it?
Yeah.
Really, trigger is a little heavier than normal.
Yeah.
But
for a competition gun.
But once you know where it is, and with the scope and everything, it works really well.
Yeah.
I mean, it literally goes where you put it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's exactly what most people want out of an air gun.
What's that moderator on there?
That's the Ryu, Donnie FL Ryu.
Okay, on the quick release.
Yep.
So if anyone wants to know exactly what you're running, that's what you're running. And overall, what length is this? Do you know?
So you didn't.
What do we reckon?
It's about 21 inches. Then add the moderator.
Yeah.
It's like.
Yeah. No, it's
you know you can do better.
good. Yeah, you don't need anything else, do you?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
No.
Covers
Fabulous.
bases.
And it's
Yeah. No, I like that. Very nice. Help me up out the chair.
This is it.
Blimey, O'Reilly. There we go. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Friday then, speed shoot time. This is immediately competitive as a lot of stages are shooting against a competitor sat next to you at the same time.
3, 2, 1, engage. Red. Blue, red.
It's a kind of race. I think I'm right in saying 1 or 2 stages a time, but mainly it's shooter versus shooter.
And then I remembered I needed the mag change. Stop. Like, shit, now I'm gonna forget which state I was.
Yay, Mario! Winner is.
It all starts with a briefing from the round controller to understand the course of fire, then it's a shoot off.
Stand by.
This is the event that ends with the huge crowds on the Sunday, and it comes down to the best 2 in sportsman and pro in a shoot off.
Spotter ready?
Ready.
Shooter ready?
Ready.
Stand by.
Impact. 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 10-17.
I have to say, this is stressful for the shooters. A simple reload or miss can cost you dearly, and a lot of rounds have a mandatory magazine change, and the trend is fire 1 shot, then change the mag and keep shooting. And it seems to work for some.
Engage.
They're shooting at various targets,
Green,
I believe,
white.
out to 65 yards.
White.
Can I say,
Green.
if I get anything wrong in the measurement or description in the
White.
video, you're welcome to go and look at the
White.
rules,
Green.
or turn up and make your own video. I'm doing my best here.
Green.
So much to see and try and remember,
Green.
it ain't all going to be correct. It's a sight to see.
White.
People directly competing against each other.
Green.
And that's brands as well.
White.
There's a lot of bragging rights available here, and you can tell.
So I do have a bit of advice.
Go with it, run with it, PJ.
If you think you hit something, and they don't call the hit, shoot it again.
Okay.
Do not stop to argue. Do not go ahead. You just keep shooting it no matter what you think happened. You just keep shooting until you hear that magic hit. That's how you win.
Did you stop to discuss it?
I thought about stopping to discuss it, and that was my undoing.
Okay.
Because thinking about stopping will kill you. Because Speedy John here is shooting and hitting more steel things and making dingy noises, and as a result, winning.
Oh.
If I may add an addendum to that, I would suggest if you have the option of shooting a larger caliber pellet gun for this, that would be the way to go.
With all the noise and all the wind, it is really hard for spotters.
Yeah.
With, you're at a 10 power scope and they're at, a 6 or 8 power binocular. It's hard for them. Like, they have a super hard job and they're sitting out here in the sun for free, and it's really hard. But you only run the risk of compounding your own errors if you think about it. So don't think, shoot powerful.
We just do what I do and just hold the camera instead.
Yeah, but not all of us can do that as well
And
as
I get to watch everyone else lose their mind.
Yeah.
And I've got to be honest with you, I've been watching them for the last hour or so. I have watched several gentlemen just want to curl up in a ball in the corner and not talk to anyone. It's the polite way of putting it.
Yeah.
So it's always good to catch people mid-reloading.
Mid-reloading, right? Yeah.
So, Welch, what do you know? How are you getting on?
I'm doing pretty good. So far, I'm clean. We're on our last stage for the upper range. Nobody's got me yet, but that lower range looks like it's a lot.
So when you say clean, you've just been beating everyone.
Yep. I haven't had a miss yet, or loss, I should say. So
that's how many rounds?
So that's 5 up here.
All right, so it's 5 buys then.
Yeah, pretty much. Sawyer almost got me 1. So Sawyer's a really good shooter. So me and him, we did the best 2 out of 3 on the mountain climber. So there'll be a video of that out later.
I'm sure. And what are you shooting? What have you got?
So I'm running a 25 cal impact.
Okay.
And it is shooting 25 cal, so running the 34 grain MK2s at about 920.
Okay.
So fast and hitting hard.
And it's doing the business for you,
Yep.
And how are you doing with the wind?
Yeah, the winds. I'm just favoring left edge of most of the targets, and we're able to hit them. So.
Superb. And did we ask about the bench yesterday? How did you get on?
Okay, not too bad.
Right.
So.
But you're not going to say anything else?
I'm not going to say anything else. So I'm in 6th place in my relay, so don't want to jinx anything. If I shoot really good today, I should be able to make it up to up into the cutoff.
And as the microphone will attest, if it keeps blowing like this, it's anyone's game.
Anyone's game.
All right, we'll go well.
Yep.
We'll see you soon.
Take it easy.
We got Perry and Lawrence. How's it going? Oh, we got Thaddeus as well.
Thaddeus, yes, the Gothic Airgunner.
Yeah. How's it going?
So far, so good. We've had a great stage. It's been fun.
Yeah.
Great company, and so yeah.
You both look really busy.
We're really busy.
Okay.
So busy.
I can see it. I mean, you're running around like you wouldn't believe.
We're sweating.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, right. we would say we're sweating together, but we really are.
No. Family-friendly film. Family-friendly film.
Can you edit that?
Yeah, for $50 I can, absolutely. That's no problem at all. Yeah. So what have you been doing while you're here? Obviously we know you well.
Yep. I've been working the stage down here with Thaddeus and Kevin. It's been really good. Travis is our safety range officer, and so it's been so good.
Hello.
And well, we used to say the Tom Selleck lookalike, but we were discussing that earlier.
Yeah, we got the dirty stash going on now.
Yeah. Let's not go there.
So yes,
we covered sweating a minute ago.
Let's not go any further.
No. Okay. And then we've got Lauren down here.
Yep.
You look after some megastar that arrives.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I'm pretty much the chauffeur.
Okay.
And I take an occasional video.
Right.
Yeah, that's fun.
A lot of videos by the looks of it.
But I'm running back and forth all the time.
All the time.
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah, this you're just a blur. Absolutely.
She said, "You sit down by me, just fan me. I'm this important."
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I'm here.
Yeah. Now, are you enjoying yourselves?
Yes.
Magic.
It's been
That's
very
the main
rough,
thing.
but here.
It's been nice. You know, I think we get better every year. The organization's been good, and that's we're sending it out, right? I mean, they're coming for us.
Yeah.
So. Okay.
Right. No, yes,
Awesome.
Go. Right.
Yes.
Good to see you both.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right.
We're going to try this again, aren't we? Because we've been over there in the rain and we've been in the tent and the sun was out. Anyway, everyone, this is Erlis. Erlis is the Orion, the iguana hunter. Okay.
Got it right.
Now, I'll try and get that right. It's been a long day. A lot of you don't know of this gentleman, but you really, really should. Okay. He makes magazines, fantastic 3D printed magazines. Say hello, Erlis.
Hello, UK. Finally.
Now, Ernest comes from Florida. Are you from there originally?
No, I was born in Cuba.
Okay.
I was born in Cuba and then I moved to Florida. From Cuba, I went to Canada. I became Canadian citizen. I have to learn French.
Oh.
It was something that I moved in 2012. I landed in Florida and spent like a few years. Then I bought a home. American dream, and everyone has invaded, and the rest is history.
Yes, they have a massive problem down there. They're destroying houses and gardens and everything. So anyway, but you make these fabulous magazines, which are now available at Airgun 101 shop, which is one of the exciting things. Tell us why. You're obviously a hunter. Why did you decide to make your own magazines?
All right, the first thing that inspired me to have a magazine was when I went out hunting with my Maverick. I had 2 magazines from the factory. We went out hunting, and the first day I dropped it. I couldn't find that mag, and I feel like, oh my God, I have to do something about this. And I went into my design, and I had the first magazine 3D printed. I knew it was possible because I have other companies doing 3D printed, but I went just with the idea that it would be something for me hunting.
Okay.
So I went with bright colors, easy loading, so I can load like 2-3 pellets and get going.
Yeah.
And it becomes so popular that I cannot even believe it. But it was something that I initially designed just for me, and I've been going through that design for years now. So perfecting. So everything in the magazine has been thought maybe multiple times, revision over, and I think we had a very stable product. Like the goal was to have something functional that doesn't break the bank, especially that we have in the new guns that we're coming. Like you can change caliber and all that. So when you buy a kit, you get the pin probe, the new barrel, but what is the magazine? So people need an option that they can say, okay, I will have all these different caliber, and then you can move.
And the joy with 3D printing is that you can keep going with the revisions, can't you? You're always learning, you come up with new ideas, and it's easy to put something out.
2-3 days and listening. So one thing is that you have to listen a lot, because it's very hard to do testing at a massive scale. So I can only test so much, and I hold sometimes the product for a long time, and people like, it's ready. But it's when with the feedback from the community, and you guys are being awesome, because I really listen, and it's not perfect, so it takes years to get something close to perfection. But I didn't even know that this thing that you're holding might have an issue when it's been proven, like probably around 3 years.
Okay.
That design.
Yeah, and these are, I mean, what happens is when they come over to the UK, they arrive sort of what we call OEM, so and we put them in nice little bags with labels on them. But the joy of these, now look at this. This is DRS one?
This is a Panthera.
Panthera, sorry, my bad. Panthera mini mag, okay. Now here's the thing, excuse the wind, it's always challenging.
We are in America, right?
We're in America. Only in America does it go from boiling hot to freezing cold in a couple of minutes. But let me show you this, and I'll do a close-up for you. But watch, off. And watch this, watch. On. Off, on. And you can't put it round the wrong way. So it won't accept it. It has to go, and look, it grabs itself, see? And the beauty is that it's a really good return system inside. Look at that, lovely. And they're all that quality. They are 3D printed, obviously. So you're not getting, manufacturer finish level, to be blunt, but you're getting super high quality 3D, and they work. Now, the thing with these is no O-rings, look, so there's nothing to fall out on the top. And some would say in some rifles these fit better than the factory ones. But there is a knack, isn't there? When you first get it, don't load it. You have to break it in. So because it's got like a little
tab
a tab in the back
that will bite into the barrel, and it was done in purpose because as a hunter, I actually trying to fix the issue with the O-ring. I put in the magazine on my pocket.
Yeah.
So I'm walking and sometimes this O-ring fell into my pocket and I don't realize I load into the gun and what's going on here.
Yeah.
So I designed this biting into place as a way to keep it there. And initially it's very rough, but it's the plastic is not the ring or something strong, so the plastic will get, it's like a new pair of shoes. So when you insert it 6-7 times, you don't have to go crazy. I will start feeling way better. And
I gotta say, I've tested that on a couple of rifles before obviously we decide that we're gonna carry these, because you've got to be sure. And literally it's like you have got to just push it in, pull the cocking lever back, don't load this, and then just push it in, take your time, and it'll click in, take it out, put it in again, take it out, do that 5 or 6 times, and then eventually it just sits there really happily every time. And that, and then you don't have the problem of losing O-rings or anything like that. But they do come in different depths inside, so we do it slightly differently. In the US, you sell them all really the long version for slugs.
So let's talk about that. With the Panthera. There was a new change introduced by FX, which is, we can see it's like the same magazine as we were having in the Crown, the Maverick.
Yeah.
But they made it really tall, so for deep internal space for, I would say, heavy ammunition.
Yeah.
And that was wonderful when people were shooting Panthera. But when the dynamic came around, this rifle was not meant for slug shooting, and then you have to go with pellets.
Okay.
And what we found is all that internal travel that was good for the Panthera and was hurting the dynamic shooter with pellets.
Yes.
And I came up with an idea to, give different options. It's only the lead that will be a difference. So I'm creating a deeper magazine, like that you can shoot this heavy ammo. But if you need it in pellets, you can get the short ammo version.
Okay.
And it's just a new lead, or you can get the magazine and buy just the extra leads that you can move.
Yeah. So basically, what it is this is lovely. This is a Maverick Mini. Look, see, look at that. It's a little magazine for the Maverick. And what Ellis is talking about is the depth in there of the cut, isn't it? So. And what that means is that when the magazine is there, if you've got a slug magazine, that's going to be thinner because you can get longer slugs in there. But if you're running a pellet magazine, the indent there is a little bit thicker, so that the pellet isn't going to move up and down quite so much inside.
Exactly.
Yeah, and you got that from feedback from customers, didn't you, I think?
From feedback, and also when hunting, I realized there is a lot of space. And I hunt iguana, so I in the city, so I'm not going into like a wood area, or I'm shooting in the backyard of property. So it's weird that I put a slug on my gun, so I'm a pellet shooter. And what I noticed is all this travel, it causes a lot of noise. So it's like having a maraca in my pocket.
Yeah.
I'm walking like praca. And that is another wonderful, because it will be some movement, because you have to find the balance, so you can use pellet. I don't want it to be so small that then you are not able to use some pellets.
You might still get a tiny little bit of noise, but you're doing what you can.
Definitely better than
Definitely better, yeah. And like I say, the good thing is that you've been doing really, really well in the American market. We've been selling these for a few weeks now, and the response has been fantastic. And it's really nice to get to meet him eventually, because we've been chit-chatting and bits and pieces. And I think you've got ideas for loads of new stuff. You're always coming up with ideas.
So yeah, there are new products coming with AA guns. So I have projects coming with RTI. They are coming with a new gun, the Mora, that I saw yesterday.
Yeah.
And the gun, mean, it's impressive, but the magazine is something to work. So yeah, I will be also working on scope cams that I have. So we will see. This thing will show up more, but I have all the products. But I think the magazine is one of the best products that people have been embraced because. But the idea is to keep the market. There's new guns coming every day, and I think magazines are a good addition to the.
Yeah, and then, like I say, you do the Impact magazine as well, so it's not just the smaller magazines. The Impact magazines are very, very impressive, and also you've got different colours. You can have different coloured lids, so you could colour code. So if you wanted all of your 2.5 slug ammunition to be a green lid, you can have a green lid. You could then have a red lid if you were doing pellets and stuff like that. We haven't quite got all the colours yet in the UK. Bear with us, give us a chance, we're getting there.
Yeah, color coding is a great way you guys can be creative. You can use it in a way that you want. I do color coding for caliber or sometimes weight in the same caliber, so I know that I only have a 22 gun, but I am loading a heavy weight because of my Impact. I can do Hades in power level 2, but I have the 25 grain in, so I can have I know I just grab the magazine. I know I'm shooting Hades, but it might create a logistic issue, like when a store wanted to, because you will have like a lot of 22s now, color code. Oh, I'm out of orange, so it creates another dimension to the.
It creates a shop headache because there'll be someone that just buys all one color, and then we're not left with any behind.
But the idea is there. Like we can try to find a way, and maybe what we can do is delete. We will find a solution.
We'll find a solution. The good thing as well is the price is obviously you have to convert dollars to pounds. You have to allow for, because we're a business, import duty and things like that. But like I said, they are available. They are without doubt cheaper than the manufacturer's magazine, even though the manufacturers wouldn't like us to say that, but they are. And they're using them in competition here, and they're going very, very well. Yeah. Hopefully we're letting people know we can build on this, make it grow, and eventually, you know, Orion magazines will become, you know, when you walk in or you go online to your shop and you're gonna want to buy a magazine for your airgun, you've got a choice: manufacturer or an Orion. And that's what we want to do. We want you to pick either the manufacturer or one of his, because they really are genuinely good quality. So, and I'm super excited. Fabulous. And he's a lovely guy as well. And we keep trying to bump into each other as we go around, and we're like, it is just, and then the weather tries to beat you, so it's always crazy.
The sun is coming out.
Well, hopefully the sun will come. There was lightning a few minutes ago just down there. But no, listen, go on the website, have a look. Your website is?
OrionThe100.com.
Yes. So if you're in the US, go there, pick up a magazine. We also know we're talking to other shops here, and they're already saying.
So there is more collaboration. So Donny FL, I recently had the Red Panda magazine is something that I have to put together really quick for the competition.
Yeah.
It's not just Orion the 100. So you can go to Donny FL. I think it's Power Weapons. So Ken Hick is selling.
That's in the US. Yeah.
There are other products for Ken. So. It's a special mag for really deep slug. I don't even sell those on my store. So if you really want to see Impact, you can. So there's quite a few people already offering the Orion magazine.
So fabulous. Right, guys, check them out. Lovely to see you.
Same here.
Yeah, eventually we get to see you after all that texting, and we're going to go and see if we can get the sunshine out again now and see some more shooting.
Let's go over there.
Lovely.
All right, bye people.
Hello. Should we do that again? Christian, say hello for me.
Hello. Hello, Giles.
Hello, Jörg.
So, what do you think about RMAC 2024?
Yeah, it's good. Bigger every year, more people, more shooters, biggest prize pot in the world, I think. What's not to like?
Yeah, cool. And now the PRS shooting is going on there, and I see a lot of shooters shooting H&M pellets. Do you know?
Yeah,
slugs, actually.
Okay, magic. What I'm really concerned about is that the Americans do some really strange things. They call crisps, you know, like crisps in a bag. They call them chips. chips.
Yeah, okay. But you know, the important thing is that we have a new slug exactly for PRS shooting, and yeah, it's they already start to switch on the spot to that.
Yeah, fabulous. So the other really weird thing is they call petrol gas. Now gas comes out of the ground, and we use that in our boilers for stuff. Did you see where I'm going? What? Why?
I
gas?
don't know, but you know, yeah. So I heard a lot of shooters. So now I'm repeating myself. You're distracting me.
Really?
Yeah. But the precision slug.
Because mine's an important issue. Why is it gas?
I don't know. We call it benzene in German. But coming back to our precision slugs, we just launched them 10 days ago.
Yeah.
In 22 for the beginning, and 33 grains and different diameters, and they will be available quite soon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, fabulous. You've got a huge bug crawling down your ear. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it gone?
Would you like to lean in this way a little bit before it decides to fly off with the remnants of you? Look, it's got a big red back. Oh, there we go. It's gone now.
Okay.
So sorry, were you saying something important?
I don't know anymore.
No. To be honest, no, neither do I. But we need to talk about potato and potato, tomato and tomato. There are many things that are causing me worries while I'm here.
And they call Deutschländerwürstchen hot dogs.
Yeah.
Why they call it hot dogs?
See, you're coming round to my way of thinking. Giant sausages.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Don't worry about the ammo. Giant sausages.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. Anyway.
I need to get back to Europe.
So do I. Why do you call it benzene?
Well, because it's, I think that's the name of one of the inventors, like Diesel. Diesel is Gottfried Diesel. It's a German inventor. So he invented the diesel motor. Benzene, I don't know really. Is it also No, he's distracting, huh? That is exactly what our discussions are. I just want to know if...
I can't be serious.
So you had an employee with a surname. What's that got to do with the price of biscuits? I mean, I have no idea.
It's called Schütze.
Beg pardon?
Schütze, which is
something
shooter.
else.
Shooter.
How do you say it again?
Shooter. It's Schütze. Schütze, shooter.
Yeah, no.
Benzene is
you're going somewhere
petrol.
else. You're going somewhere else with the pronunciation. You know the camera's still running, right? I'm going to hold on to my hat because I think the story of the competition is going to be the wind, without doubt. And the row of flags that I've got here are actually a really good example as to what's happening right now. So if you look up there towards the corner, they're absolutely going for it. And then you get, here we go, and then you get a phase of just here, not a lot. And then it goes nuts again and it wants to take my hat off. And can you see that? I mean, you know, if I loosen my hat just a little bit, you know, my hat is going to go. He's shooting in this at 100 yards with an air rifle. If you're able to master this, you really are a master of the wind, and the microphone and the camera is doing its best to stay up. But look at that down there. Look at that down there. You know, you're shooting in that direction. How's your pellet going to land where you want it to go? Yeah. I tip my hat to all those shooters out there. Weather has changed. Wow, and I think it could be anyone's game.
Look at those siders.
Yeah.
So this is
you were. I don't
your
even know how you
card?
could tell
This
they
is
were
my
hitting.
card.
And if I turn it around, because everyone's laughing and we do point at the sighting section, I'm allowed to get a little bit closer.
Just a couple.
Yeah, I mean, that's just a big hole, isn't it?
Who doesn't use a sleeve of pellets in the siders? I mean,
It was only 14 mags, dude. That's
14 mags.
Someone using that's an automatic.
That's how many is that? 200 and I don't know, a lot.
Okay, I'm just thinking there's a lot.
That's
there.
about 300 pellets on that card, but
That is a good card by the looks of it in this wind. Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Look at this.
Is Dad proud?
I am very proud of her.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was. I mean, even as we're standing here now, it's considerably calmer than it was when this heat was shooting, they shot in some brutal conditions. So that was a very good card for that condition, for sure. So yeah, I'm proud of her.
So this is your card. How did you do?
For the conditions, I feel like it went good.
Do you know,
like
I
was really
well
happy. I got a couple that got away, like that one there,
Yeah.
4 there. That was my mistake. The wind changed, and I was right in the middle of pulling the trigger, and I shouldn't have, and I let it go. But the rest, I felt really good with my wind calls. So
I got to say, for these conditions, that is a good card.
Thank you.
It's a really good card. I think you'll do well there. I mean, the vast majority of it is pretty much yellow. You've got a couple outside, but
I think I got 2, maybe 3 out.
That's a good score for this condition. Well done.
Thanks. Thank you.
Lovely. So you're about to shoot in one of the roughest conditions I've seen at RMAC, and some idiot YouTuber comes and sticks a camera in your face and says, Chris, how'd you feel?
Giles, if it was anybody else other than you to tell you to get away, but I'm so glad you came and visited me, brother. Take some of the nerves off.
You'll be good.
Awesome.
You'll be good. My only tip I can give you, sir, is I've just walked down there. It is dead calm in the middle.
Yeah.
And it's more windy at this end than it is in the middle.
Well, thanks, Giles. Go away. You can go away now.
I go away now. Toodaloo.
Toodaloo. Bye-bye.
Are you going to turn it on today?
All right. Blimey. Yeah, we had an announcement in between. So apart from the fact that you're making a lot of excuses.
No excuses. No excuses. None.
No.
I shot the very best I could.
Okay. But who do you think is going to win overall?
The one who ends up with the highest score, you ding dong. That's not going to be me.
I knew he was going to say that.
Every year.
Yep.
Every year. It works the same way.
You know, you're right every year when you say that.
I know. For year after year after year, that is who has won. We could predict it.
Yeah. But we have to come to you. It's like you're like the weatherman. We have to come and ask you.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was brutal.
Yeah, it was.
It was.
Yeah.
But that's shooting.
It's shooting.
That's right. I did see a tumbleweed knock one of his pellets out of the air.
Really?
And on we go.
And on we go.
You didn't see a squirrel hand gliding down as it came across the range.
Right.
Oh, it was awesome when you're aiming at one target and hit the one to the side of you, and shoot like a 7.
Yeah, you actually were aiming here and it went over here. Yeah.
That's because I was holding 4 mil dots off at that point. I shot at 8, held the same 4 mil dots off here, and it shot where my crosshairs were over here on the same target. So I double shot.
So you're just shooting like me then?
Well, just shotgunning it the best I could.
Yeah.
From the hip.
Honestly, it's the best you can do with that.
Yeah.
There's not much we can do.
No.
Let them fly.
Let them fly.
Actually, I waited till the last 3 minutes. Let them fly.
Okay.
Just to see if you got a break.
Didn't.
No break.
No break.
And I've decided with you, Rick, what we should do is in front of every bullseye, just put half a playing card.
That's it.
Because you'll hit that every time.
That's right.
If you did that, or a baby aspirin, I'd be okay.
Or even a golf ball. That would be okay with me.
That's
Because
fine.
that would keep you in the 9s.
Yeah. You're right.
Yeah. If we put a golf ball down there, I don't care what the wind is doing, he'd hit it.
Particularly if you did it over a shoulder with a mirror. I think they're actually making it too easy for you.
If they would let me do an event like that, I would love that.
Plus, if the camera's on. Oh, man.
Then we got something.
We're good,
Yeah.
man.
We'll catch up with you later, Rick, and see how you do.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Well done. Do you know what?
What?
Sometimes you've got to arrest people for having too good a competition.
Yes.
It should
on my
be
birthday?
On your especially on your birthday, dude. Yeah. Wow. So seeing as the constabulary have turned up and they're out of shot because they don't want to be in it, we've borrowed a bit of kit, especially for you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So PJ's just going to do a little demonstration for you.
Hands up, please, sir.
Yeah.
Hey, turn your face away from me. Stop. Spread your feet a little bit. Put your arms out like an airplane. Thumbs down. Thumbs down. No, thumbs down. There we go.
These are genuine cups.
Yeah, these are not velvet lined or anything.
No, they're real. They're real.
comfortable for you?
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Okay.
Is that comfortable?
So we can turn him round to the camera now. There we are.
I'm slightly uncomfortable,
Are you
not because
enjoying
of the
that?
cuffs.
Are you enjoying that?
Yeah, that's what I mean. The
Good.
cuffs
Yeah,
are the most
it's,
comfortable part
yeah.
about this situation.
We can do all sorts of things now. This is really good.
Yeah.
Anyway, don't stress. You haven't pinned them down, have you? So
No.
So you don't lock them any tighter. No. Are you enjoying it?
Really enjoyed it.
Cool.
It's
Magic.
been,
Well,
a great time.
happy birthday.
Thank you.
Yes, it's about back 25.
Well, well.
There we go.
We don't have a key.
Yeah.
We thought we'd give you a kiss.
Thank you. Appreciate
Right.
that.
So where are we going to take him now?
Well, he can stay here. I think you and I can go off and have a.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
John,
all
you're
right.
gonna run it
Very nice.
See you later. Yeah, you're good.
Guys, I got,
Yeah, you're all right.
I got the cuffs on still.
No, you're okay. You're good.
No, don't you got a taser?
I need some.
Jim's here now. Jim's here now.
If I do that, then that video's really gonna go.
Okay, no, don't run off. Because we're looking for an adult to give us, because we're down on an adult. That sounds really wrong, doesn't it? Yeah.
It's not that.
Kind of an adult. But this is a trusted adult, and we're down on the sportsman's range.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what are your? I mean, the wind.
The wind was insane, and I heard that up on the pro range, people are missing their entire target and hitting somebody else's.
Wow.
So, yeah, it's hard.
It's hard. But what do you reckon down here?
I saw a lot of people struggling for sure, but I mean, you got to take into account that it's very windy, and they're not shooting pro class because they don't feel like they're, pro shooters. Some of them, I would disagree. Some of them look really, really good. So you just got to put your time in the wind, man. I mean, it's hard to find a place where you get wind like this to practice.
I gotta say, I said it, this is anyone's game now.
Oh yeah.
It's not even the best of the best can get this wrong today.
Oh yeah. Yeah. No, I am sure that I would have plugged some 4s and 0s on this round. Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. No.
And I saw it let off too. I saw people holding, doing well, and then they get to their very next target a half a second later, and then went right to their crosshair, and they were holding 5 MOA or whatever.
Not making any sense.
No. God bless all of them. That's all I have to say.
Just point it roughly in that direction, and anyone could win.
That's correct.
You're holding Volkswagen.
Yeah. What?
I said you're holding Volkswagen.
Yeah, you're holding Volkswagen.
Yeah, what are you holding? I'm holding a Chevy truck. Is it an extra cab? Yeah. Well, and it's gusting to crew cab.
Yeah. This is rough for sure.
I felt pretty good shooting it though after I got done. I did better than I did yesterday on not missing the target. So I only had one off one of the targets. So
do you know what you scored?
It's not going to be as good as yesterday, but
fair enough.
It was decent.
Yeah.
How are we feeling today? All good?
Yeah, I just shot in the first relay. It was not windy. It was a gale.
Okay.
I had like 5 to 20 MOA of correction for the wind.
Really?
Which is in real life like 2 targets.
Yeah.
So it was okay. I shot good compared to others, but still not enough to go in the finals.
Okay.
But there was someone, Dylan, shot really well. He was
using the right ammunition.
The right ammunition, yeah. And he might go to the finals, which I'm happy.
Yeah, it's anyone's game with this weather, isn't it?
Yeah, today it was just about luck, I would say.
Yeah.
Not about the knowledge or. But yeah, that's sport. Sometimes you need to be lucky.
Absolutely, you got to be lucky sometimes.
Exactly.
Other times you got to fly business class.
Yes.
See you later. First of all, we've got
Coop, Ryan Caparis. Everyone calls me Coop.
Coop. And the lady in the middle.
My name is Riley Caparis.
Riley Caparis.
Riley. And the lady on the end.
I'm Kelly.
Good to meet you. So, tell us, you're obviously here shooting with Air Force and Raw.
Yes, I am.
But off camera, we've had a little chat. You do some other work.
I do. I run a nonprofit called The Reason Outdoors. We take veterans and first responders and their kids hunting and fishing. Raw and Air Force is one of our main sponsors. They've given at least 5 guns to our veterans to go hunting with. And this is my first time out here at RMAC and having a great time.
Fabulous. And you said you've been to Scotland as well a few years ago?
I have. I did the Cairn Yamp in Scotland with the Allied Forces Foundation. So we hiked the Scottish Highlands, stayed with the Black Watch, had a ball with them, and toured Edinburgh Castle, the William Wallace Memorial and all that stuff, and it was just great, beautiful country.
And you're ex-forces, ex-military?
Yeah, I'm a retired recon Marine, yes sir.
Okay, I tip my hat to you for that, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And you ladies, are you enjoying it?
Yes, this is wonderful.
Yeah? And you've got some sunshine,
yes.
Which we don't have in England, we don't have sunshine, no. But you're the support crew?
Absolutely.
Yeah? And what's the best part? What have you been doing while you've been here?
Assisting, camera, pictures.
Okay.
And they've been going on hikes and checking out the scenery.
Yeah, there is some beautiful scenery around here. I don't get time to do that, but there is some beautiful scenery.
Absolutely.
And what's next for you? Have you got anything else coming up in the year?
Yeah, we've got an iguana hunt coming up next month with Tropical Trophies and Travis Wilson down in Florida.
Okay.
We've got some deer hunts coming up. We've got a backcountry elk hunt in Montana, a New Mexico pronghorn hunt. So we've got our schedule's going to be jam-packed this fall.
Magic. And is there a website where people can find out some more information?
There is. You can find us on Instagram and Facebook under The Reason Outdoors, and you can find us at thereasonoutdoors.org.
Okay, I'll put a link on screen for that.
Awesome,
so
that would be
great. No, lovely to meet you.
You as well.
Enjoy it, and we'll see you many times walking around.
Yeah, absolutely.
Go well, and hopefully you win something.
All right, thank you.
Take care.
Thank you.
Thanks very much. You're going to point your camera, I'm going to point my camera at you. There we go. You see, we don't have a traditional let's point the camera at each other session.
So if they look at them at the same time, do they see eternity?
It's possible. It's like one of the mirror effects, isn't it?
So if I leaned in like this, would I be sucked in?
So this is our last stage in that one.
Maybe?
I'm not so sure about
Let's
that.
try it.
Yeah, we can try it. We can try it. This is the problem. So if anyone that doesn't know, this is House from Hajimoto.
Hey everybody, Hajimoto from Hajimoto Productions.
That's correct. Right.
I feel something touching me.
Yeah, well, we're both old men. It's a bonus that still happens, let's be honest.
I couldn't agree more. And
How are you doing? Are you enjoying it?
The dry weather has taken its toll on my sinuses, and I was hemorrhaging viciously in the shower out of my nostril.
Okay, I was really concerned what you were about to say when hearing it, but that's fine.
Other than that, beautiful event as always. I love it. It's always a good deal.
Yeah.
Happy to see you here.
Yeah, it's lovely to see you. And like I said, it is just a tad warm, isn't it? That's the only thing.
But the blessing is the very curse that I just described. The dryness caused the sinus issue, but it's the dryness that makes the heat bearable, right?
Yes.
If it were humid, I'd be in the fetal position in a shady spot.
And are you shooting, or are you just...
No, just I know my limits.
You're just here to bring the glamour.
That's it. And meet fine folks like you, sir. And say, hey, I actually talked to him. He's real.
Well, I actually talked to you, which is good. I mean, we've spoken on the phone before, but
absolutely, absolutely. And we met. No, we didn't.
I don't think we've ever met before.
Negative.
No.
Lucky for you.
Passed each other, but you know it is at these events.
Correct.
You never get to chat.
But it's a pleasure to finally catch up with you, my friend.
Yeah.
And those that don't know Giles, he's Airguns 101, which also has the storefront now. And what else are you into? What else are you doing?
I still occasionally touch YouTube, but it's rare. Yeah, it's rare. But this is
Wasn't it the Airgun Gear Show?
Airgun Gear Show, yeah. It's been around for about 15 years. No one knows who I am. Don't worry about it. But this gentleman does some magic little tuning things and little gadgets and gizmos, and puts out little videos that are highly entertaining. So do go and check him out.
Oh,
yeah.
Go on.
Yeah, go on. You know you want to. You know you want to.
Thank you, Giles. It's a pleasure.
Nice to see you.
Take care.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Mr. Jacobson, just, come on. Explain, sir. We have a helicopter landing at RMAC. Explain.
Well, I needed a ride. So, this is one of the stage sponsors. It's Bucked Up Energy Drinks. They happen to own a few helicopters, and they were nice enough to loan assist for a prop in the stage for the Precision Marksman Challenge.
Okay, just whoa. This is a prop for tomorrow.
I mean, it's the best I could do.
Okay, so you have a full working, functioning helicopter as a prop for your shooting event.
Yeah.
Magic.
Yeah, better than a stack of tires, right?
The Precision Marksman Challenge. And I'm confused what footage I have of the pro and sportsman's class. So you get what you see. But this is a biggie that shooters want to win. You have to move and shoot, and rest and get yourself into all sorts of different positions. And you can shoot slugs. So, all these new style rifles with barricade blocks and all sorts of things appearing on the market, this is what they're designed to win. Each round starts with a talk through for the course of fire, and I believe it's timed. And then you shoot at tiny targets at close and long ranges, with some of them moving. I'm never 100% sure on the rules, as you can tell, but let's say it is amazing to watch. The camera cannot see the long range targets, but it is impressive. And I also need to tell you that since I came home and started the week-long edit to make this video, which you're watching for free, I've developed a really nasty cold and can no longer go to work. So, I am no longer shaking hands at these meet and greet events. Get offended as much as you want. I don't care. I'm fed up of catching germs every time I go and meet people.
I'm here with Laurel. Just filmed your shooting. You seem to have a really good round there.
Yeah, I think it went okay.
Cool. So tell us, why are you into air guns? What brings you here?
Alright, so I'm actually a PRS shooter. I shoot centerfire rifles. This is my first airgun match ever. I'm shooting a Pantera by FX and Utah Airguns, and I just got done with stage 2. Third for the day, and I think it's going okay. It's quite windy, so it's messing with our little slugs a little bit, but other than that, I think it's going okay.
And how do you find it? It's obviously completely different to what you're normally used to shooting.
Yeah, so I shoot PRS, and this is the PRS version of airgun. So it's kind of similar, but then when it comes down to the airgun portion, it's completely different. It's a whole lot more finicky with these guns, but it's overall a lot of fun.
Cool. And whereabouts you come from?
I come from Bedford, Virginia, so out in the south.
So how did you get here? How do you know about this?
So I learned about it at SHOT Show. I was like, man, that's a cool air gun. I want to shoot that. So I went over and talked to the guys at Utah Airguns. I was like, what do I need to do to start? And so I made my way out to Utah, and here I am.
Oh, marvelous. And is it just the PRS you're shooting, or are you doing any other parts of the competition?
I shot in bench rest last 2 days. I've never shot bench rest before, so I didn't have much expectations for that, but I think it went okay for my first time. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
Cool, fabulous. Well, thank you for having a chat.
Yeah, of course.
Best of luck.
Thank you.
Thanks. So we've got Val here. This is Val. Fountain of all knowledge is Val. Now, some might say. Val, so PRS. You've got to keep it short.
It's not PRS anymore.
What is it?
It's precision something. They don't call it PRS.
No, okay. It's not PRS anymore. It's not.
Precision Marksman.
That's the one.
Precision Marksman.
Yeah.
And it is a young man's game. It has become that.
Yes, it's something that where you don't have dodgy knees
You have to get
or
up.
too
you
big
have
a
to
belly.
Get down, prone, stand up, kneel down, lean over, and then find the targets with both eyes.
Yes, and those targets are from like 25 yards out to like
160.
160. So,
And they're like that, big around.
So, just to be clear, the way this works, and I'll cut the footage in while we're doing it, you have a starting point. Some of it is time, some of it is how many shots.
It's all time.
It's all time, I'm learning.
2 minutes.
2 minutes.
10 shots.
Course of fire. You have a starting position. You have to go from
either lying down to standing up to kneeling,
Two shots,
prone.
two shots, two shots, two shots.
Yeah.
And if you make it all the way through without even hitting one, you're in good shape.
Okay. Well, only because you survived.
Yeah, that means you survived.
Yeah.
You got it around. But then these young bucks like Matt, and Matt, these guys will have 8 out of the 10. They'll get them.
Yeah.
And some of us might get 1.
And you can use slugs and you can dial.
Oh yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
So there's a rather
rangefinder. You can use rangefinders, binos. It doesn't matter.
Okay, but you get your course of fire and your distances at the start anyway.
Yes.
Yeah. So there's a rather convoluted description as to exactly what's going on here. Hopefully that makes sense. If it doesn't, I'll direct you towards the rules.
It's just like this.
Yeah.
See, this is the stage 1 here.
It's your
Going
dope
with
card.
yardage.
See? Yeah.
2 shots at each one. Stick it on the back of my hand so I can see it. There we go.
Tip from the pro.
Just got to be able to find a target and hit it.
And get in that position.
Yes. That was swell chatting.
Yes, good well, sir.
Okay.
Cheerio. Okay, so I caught up with Ulrich from Element Optics. You might have spoken to him if you've ever contacted customer services, so he really knows his stuff. But he's doing the PRS here this morning and he's got a fabulous blue rifle. Good to see you, Ulrich.
Yeah, good to see you too.
Just tell us how's it going and what's the configuration of your rifle, because everyone's enjoying the look.
Yeah, so I just shot 2 first stages here at RMAC. It's been great so far. Did a small mistake on the first course, but you know, you're learning all the time. I'm choosing the Nexus Gen 2. Very happy with it. Tracking's on point, so I can't blame anything else than my own shooting. I'm shooting the Panthera with the Air Marksman chassis, and I'm just loving it. It's great to be out here. Weather's great, people's great, so yeah.
And are you running slugs doing this?
Yes,
or,
I'm shooting the H&N 34mm slugs.
Okay. And how are you finding it overall with the wind? Tricky?
Yeah,
or?
no, it's quite okay. It's
Yeah.
quite okay, but it's it's for sure it's a factor.
Yeah. No, well, it looks fantastic fun, and like I say, everyone is loving the look of the rifle.
Yeah, looks great.
And just for interest, you're running the bottle on the rear.
Yep.
So you've got the barricade stop on the chassis at the front there.
Exactly.
And what's the bipod on the front there, just so everyone can
That's
see?
That's a MDT bipod.
Cool.
Yeah.
Lovely. Fantastic.
Perfect.
Right, good luck.
Thank you very much.
If you ever watched like a horror movie or a kidnap movie or anything like that, you know, particularly from the golden oldie days, like in the 70s and the 80s, the bad guy always drove one of these old sort of white vans with blacked out windows, and they get given the name creeper van. And this is kind of what this is, but this is actually a full working van, not just a prop. It belongs to Thayne and Val Simmons, and they've kitted the inside out with spinny chairs and fans and air conditioning, and all of these windows open, and they use it for when they go out in the desert for pest control, which means they can sit in comfort and shoot out of the windows. And if you come to Utah and you come to RMAC and you get to go out with these guys, you will know all about what we call the creeper van. I do have some other names for it as well, which I'm probably not going to say on camera, but it's definitely the creeper van. But you can imagine like strange individuals in there asking you to do things and inviting you in, and it's probably not such a good thing. Yeah. Oh.
Do you want some candy?
No, I don't want any candy.
We got all the good kinds.
Okay, no,
There's plenty of room. Lots of candy.
See what I mean? Creeper van.
Guess not.
No, bye-bye.
Bye.
It's a creeper van with a broken window now. Never mind, it's not my van, who cares? But as you can tell, there's some very strange individuals that go around inside the creeper van. They don't do things by half at RMAC.
For third place, for $5,000, Justin Welch. No, just sit there like a dummy, all right? Yeah, get up here. We'll obviously give checks and trophies at the banquet tomorrow, but stand up here. All right, second place, first-time airgun competitor, Francis Cologne. $10,000, guys. Francis, when was the last time you won $10,000? It's been a long time. There you go.
Congrats.
Good job. Good job. All right. In first place for $20,000. Let's hear it from the champion. Let's go. $20,000. First place, Matt Dummer. Shut up.
First and second.
Yeah, hey, look. Yeah, it's like, yeah, maybe it's going to be like the raffle. You know, if you don't call your name soon enough, let's draw another one. No. Well, that's misfortunate that he's not here. I didn't know that he'd taken off. Hey, what do you do? Hey, that's who won. You'll get to see all the rest of the celebration, the big checks, everything else at the banquet tomorrow. Let's get some big boards going, and let's give these guys another hand. Fantastic shooting, gentlemen. The scores were absolutely absurd for what the course was. The course, Francis, how was the course today, in your opinion? You've shot a million PRS matches. Tell me how it was.
It was very challenging, obviously, especially in the morning when you're shooting at 200 plus yards with winds from 8 to 15 miles an hour in different directions. You had to stay on top of the wind. The targets are small. Be smart.
Yeah. Ditto. Good, well-spoken Welch. Again, he's fantastic on the cameras, ladies and gentlemen. All right, everybody, let's get ready for the big board. Again, congratulations, you guys. Matt, you suck for not being here, but congratulations anyway. And let's get this party started.
Last thing Saturday is the big bore. Very loud, very large caliber air guns, shooting at very long ranges. Some into the mountainside off the range. If you don't have ear protection, this can make you jump a little. The shooter is allowed helpers, spotters, and can discuss the dial and range. Targets are bigger, but much further away, some out to 300 yards plus. I've always said this I would like to try, but in the UK, this would be a little tricky because of the backstops. Rifles are a little specialised, some are hand-built, but I love that ding when the metal plate is hit downrange. Ooh, to the right.
Hey, I'm Jay from Predator International.
And I'm Joe from Predator International.
We are the distributors of JSB over here in the States. And we have some new items that we have introduced this year. They're the Hades, Heavy Hades Monster, some light 22s, some Grand 22s, is 28 grain and 20 point something grain for the lights.
Yeah, about 21.
And the redesigns. We have redesigned shallow and deep, which is supposed to satisfy those who have been waiting for the deep, which were back in 2017-18 and had some issues with their skirts, but we've brought them back to make those people happy, and we hope they are.
Yeah, we have some new knockouts, the new Mark III 177 knockouts with the bigger hollow point.
Right.
They hit with authority, so anyone's a hunter like me, that's what you want.
Yeah, and that's it. There's nothing else.
There's some other stuff. What? Papa's not here.
We're in. It doesn't matter if Pavel's not here. We're not talking about anything else.
I'm going to talk about it.
Well, no, you're not. We have some things in the works that are very exciting, but we'd have to kill everybody around us if we did.
That's why nothing gets done. I'm muffled.
Yes.
I can't.
And by the way, Pavel was supposed to be here. Giles messed up. He's covering his ass now. Pavel had to take off earlier than expected.
Giles is always messing up.
And
though.
so here he is.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Eating crow.
Dear Pavel, I'm very sorry. Because what happened was I promised you all sort of like the time you were here that we'd do something on camera together, and then when I finally got here, you'd gone, because obviously you have to make this thing called an aeroplane that takes you home.
Pavel didn't want to do this interview, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm sure he did. Anyway, me and Pavel are going to be doing things in the UK later on in the year. We can say that.
Yeah, that's
I'll say that.
Okay, well, Pavel explicitly said to me last night after 5 beers how much he really didn't want to do this interview.
5?
6.
Light.
No.
6? That's light, isn't it? I'll get that shot now and let these guys finish.
That's the Czech way.
There it is. We won't, and we will. We won't.
I don't know what's coming out. There's nothing. There's nothing.
No, we have some exciting things going on, but they need to be waylaid a little bit before announcements.
Hit me on my personal Instagram and I can let you know what it is.
No.
For a small fee?
Small fee.
No.
$100. You get 50%.
If this guy wants to keep his job, he won't be doing those sort of things.
I want my job.
I'm going to admit, this video might be a little out of sequence. It's kind of how my brain is while I travel. Anyway, this is Sunday morning, and this is the sportsman's class finals. So if you were in the sportsman's class earlier on in the week and you shot a really good card 1 and 2, your combined score means that you might get through to the final, which is the Sunday morning here. And this is where they're trying to win prize money. So it's a little bit tense for all the guys that are setting up now, and there's a little bit of a breeze, but these guys are your top end shooters that are not normally either previous winners or have some sort of affiliation with companies or sponsored shooters or media personalities or anything like that. So they are guys that have paid their money, they've put the money where their mouth is, and they want to try and win the 100-yard bench rest at RMAC in the sportsman's class. I know that tension. I wish them the best of luck. This is the pro final. I cut the footage in of me walking up and down the aisle. Yeah, it's a little bit hectic in there. Everyone's trying to get a look. There's a lot of media. That's a lot of pressure on the shooters, same as in the sportsman's class. Not only are you trying to shoot the group of your life, you've got people going, "Can you point the camera at you?" Like me. Yeah, very difficult. A lot of tension. Good luck to everyone. Something to cover, which is very exciting, and we're kind of learning a lot about this year, and it may be more prevalent for next year as well, so you've got to be able to watch this space sort of thing, is these big screens behind, which are brought to you by Ultimate Ballistics, and they can now live stream the score. So it's like all of the range marshals doing the scoring and stuff like that, they've got iPads and they put the scores in straight away, which immediately gets collected onto the database and it gets pushed out to the internet. So you've got live scoring. Not so much so on like the carded shoots, the bench rest, because those cards have to be taken in and then scored, and I think they do hold those back a little bit, all part of the entertainment factor. But where they can live stream the scores, they do. The other really exciting thing, and for some of those of you out there may have spotted it already, is that a couple of events, they've beta tested live streaming the actual events across the internet. And if you've been looking at Airgun101.com, at the top there, you will have seen...
5 minutes remaining, 5 minutes remaining.
5 minutes remaining. You will have seen some of these live videos popping up because we've managed to tap into the live stream from Ultimate Ballistics. And they say that next year they're going to expand this to make it even more. So, it's happened a bit of a test this year, it's going to happen more next year. Live streaming of the event, and you're going to be able to watch it on Airgun101.com, and you're going to be able to see all your favourite shooters actually in action. This is incredible stuff. You know, these are shooting competitions being live scored to everyone out there. And you can see there, look, you've got the Slug Challenge results from this morning, and they've already got all the numbers up and it's showing. It's technology and it's exciting, and it means you guys at home can participate and watch. You know, you're working away at home or you've got it running on in the background. You can see actually live what people are doing and what the scores are. Very good.
Why aren't you running it like Michael Wendt?
Running? You think I can run? Yeah, Michael Wendt just wants to get the footage of everyone walking down.
Yeah.
But Michael Wendt has legs like a chicken,
yep.
so he can get there a lot faster than everyone else.
And yes, I am recording that. So there we go. Right. Thank you. What say, Donnie?
It's amazing. I mean, he did another great year of shooting, you know.
Yeah.
I think he's doing unheard stuff, you know, breaking records. So we'll see. It's in this card, so many people did good. So I think it's gonna come down to the plugs and all that. So we'll see.
How did it go? Yep. Thank you. What do we reckon, Frederick?
I don't know yet, but Simmons seems to shooting quite high. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I've only seen 2 targets so far. So.
But you had a good event?
Oh yeah, always.
Enjoyed it?
Yeah, I did a big mistake. The qualification 2. I was shooting the 45 grains in the qualify 1. And then I had an idea when I was sitting there on the bench, I should use in the 50 grains. And I'm not going to do that mistake again.
So you changed the ammo
I did.
halfway through?
I was thinking that it should be better in the wind, but they didn't work in my gun.
Okay.
So, but c'est la vie.
But Matt won the PRS?
Yeah, he's great. He's really good. But I want to be in the final. I want to be here and shoot. It's not that fun to just stand in there and watch. So I got actually gonna do better next year.
How about some practice?
No.
Join in, Mr. Dubber.
Dubber is the man.
There we go.
he knows how to shoot for sure.
So yesterday, Matt, as you're sure you'll be aware shortly, won the PRS. $20,000.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Crazy.
Incredible.
Crazy.
Just think years ago what air rifles used to do.
I know.
Ours was a few $100 to $1,000. And now you've got one round which is just flat out $20,000.
It's wild.
Yeah.
Absolutely wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Incredible. Well done. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Frederick wants to be in the final next year.
Yeah, of course I want.
So what you need to do is teach him how to shoot.
I'm not in the bench final either.
I know how to shoot, but
you got a better score
what
than
I
me.
should have done, I never do any practice. So if I have a really good feeling, I go for that. So if I do practice, I may be losing that feeling, and then for sure it's not going to go well. But I should at least try that 50 grains before I actually go to the qualification, which was a super mistake. Everyone was laughing after, but because they were saying the 50 grains not working. So I didn't know that.
Yeah, we have an
interesting
scenario now where there's quite a few options for 30 cal pellets. A few years ago it wasn't like that.
No.
So it's going to get interesting for sure.
Now things getting better. Look at the scores. Going higher.
It's crazy.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
I talked to one guy, I asked him, how did it go? 234. Oh, that's great. No. I had too many 8. And I just, all right, okay.
Yeah, I think there's going to be close to 240.
Whereas 7, 8 years ago, a 220, you'd win hands down.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Slightly over, hands down.
Yeah.
And,
there we go, guys.
No, we are not finished yet.
Oh, we're not finished. Oh, I'm sorry. Frederick says we're not finished. Sorry.
Yeah, all right, sorry about that. But you know, when we was in Phoenix there and shot at 75, even then 225 was quite a high score. At 75.
Yeah.
And 100, then it dropped down to like 210.
Yeah, I think the winning score was 217.
Yeah, 16 even.
Yeah.
So yeah, a lot of things happen.
Crazy.
Yeah. Cheers.
So next year?
Next year.
You're going to practice, aren't you?
No way. I have such a good feeling. Just be careful with the ammo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
This, we don't know yet because we don't know the scores, but potentially what we'd like to say is you got awarded a green pen. That's the top pen.
I was gunning for this. It took Pip to convince Giles to actually give me this. It's a BIC, and what's the significance of this?
Years ago, well, obviously I have a bit of a pen thing, but basically years ago the teachers always used green pens.
Yep.
Green pens you don't see around, I don't think so much. A green pen is you are in charge. You are the business if you have a green pen.
Awarded yesterday from Sir Giles himself.
And I brought him a green pen from the UK.
Yes, thank you.
There we are.
Kept it in my pocket. I got up this morning, I grabbed the pen, and I put it in my pocket as good luck.
Lucky green pen.
Yep. Thank
Good.
you.
Well done.
Thanks.
Well, we don't know
We don't know yet.
congratulations yet, but we think you might have done well.
Yeah.
Take care.
Thank you for this nice experience. We had a good qualifying round.
We sure did. And you shot excellent, sir.
Thank you.
Excellent.
And I would like to thank FX and Axelson family for making this happening.
Yeah.
Like we came a team from the Middle East for the first time from Lebanon. The guys are very excited, and I hope that I made them proud. Thank you guys for this great experience. RMAC has been amazing.
Yes.
Amazing.
And he shot very well in some very tough wind, and it was a privilege to shoot next to you, sir.
Next year we'll see you.
Yes, and we'll be better next year.
Thank you, everyone.
Everyone, this is Rick.
How you
We all
doing?
know Rick.
Woo! Come on, man.
How's it going, Rick? How did you get on?
Oh, it was a beautiful RMAC. I had so much fun here. The 100-yard bench rest, I missed it, Giles, by I think 5 points. I'm making the finals. Had a good time. I got to shoot the raw mini 25 and just give it a go. That was a lot of fun. Big bore had a lot of technical problems that were self-inflicted. But after we fixed them, we cleaned the course, so I had a good time there. If you've never experienced RMAC, you gotta come here and just meet everyone, and you just have a great time. This is a wonderful experience for any air gunner.
I gotta say, I think this year the crowd is bigger.
Yes.
Absolutely bigger. It's moving around this year is just, there's a lot of people.
A lot of people, but look at all the countries that are represented here. I mean, a major amount, and you know what? I got to meet people that talk to me from all over the world, and they came up to me and they're like, "Oh, we watch your channel," and it was just awesome to meet guys that are pros at doing bench rest and big bore and PRS, and you get to see how talented these guys are.
Yeah, I was looking over there for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know if I could do a jump cut, but there we go. Okay, so Rick, where can everyone find you? I mean, we know you.
Yes.
But just out there in case everyone goes, who's this Rick guy?
Yeah.
How can they find you?
You can find me on Instagram at Shooter1721, Facebook Shooter1721. I even have Rick Rehm, REHM, on Facebook. You can find me there. I post a lot of trick shots. I do that. But YouTube is where I'm really at. You can find me there. But my favorite place that I'm at is Airgun 101. That's where you can find me, the first ever. That's where I put my videos first.
Yes, we're very grateful, Rick. You give us pre-releases, and
love
we
you
love
guys
you for it. Thank you very much. Yeah, so everyone, check him out. He's a gentleman, fantastic shot, and yes, we all have. I've been there with the pressure.
Yes,
it's super hard. Everyone watches us on YouTube, don't they? And they expect you to turn up and clear the ball.
They do on every event.
And every event I've turned up to, I've utterly ruined it. yeah.
There's times where technical things happen you do to yourself, self-inflicted, but you know what? You got two things you can do. You can either cry about it or just move forward with a smile and say, hey, we're coming next time. Let's see what happens.
And my biggest phrase always is, for those of you that sit there and say, I can do better than that, put your money where your mouth is and come and give it a go.
And come and see us and hang out.
Yeah. Fabulous. Good
Thank
to see you, Rick.
Thank you.
Alright guys, of course you guys do know me. I'm Gerhard from the channel Hunter Gerhard. This is my good friend Martijn Bikkema. He's from Holland. And I just quickly want to show you this gun that's sitting in front of us. This is the new Fusion Arms. This one currently in front of me is a 22 caliber. This one gets built currently in a 22, we can do a 25, and we can do a 308, which we have shot here at the RMAC, and we managed to get third place with the 308 this year, which was quite awesome. We had a bit of a shoot off because we tied for first place, which was actually very, very crazy. For those who do not know this gun, this is a precision shooting gun. It's got a single loading tray currently on here. This one is shooting currently a 41 grain slug, and we can push it up to speeds to about 1050, and that means it's up there with rimfire at the moment, and it's pushing it easy. Martijn is a professional gun builder, and he made sure that you can really push high powers through these guns. Of course, the same kind of base setups has been used on the big 308 calibers. We are shooting at these kind of competitions currently. We're shooting like 127 grain, and we're pushing that speeds up also like 960. For all the big bore guys out there, you will know that it's pretty good, and I can tell you this, it is attack driver, and both calibers, 22 and 308. Thayne, like I said, has approached me a few years back. We've known each other for a long time now.
We can say we were friends.
We were friends,
Yeah.
actually, how it started off. I think we met up at IWA and then actually just progressed. And, you know, because he's a good gun builder and I have a shooting career, he approached me and he asked me to put my professional input into this. And we've been working together as a team. And what you guys have seen here in front of me, this is what we came up with. So I think it's going to be something very awesome. I'm going to take this beautiful gun that you see here in front of me back to my home country. It's a 22 and you guys will be seeing a lot of it on my channel. Again, for those who haven't watched my channel, Hunter Gerhard, you guys can go check it out. It's going to be awesome. And just a quick shout out to this beautiful darling behind the camera at the moment for giving us a little bit of an insert.
Yeah. I go walk into shot. I always like to walk into shot.
He's always hiding behind the camera.
Yeah.
You realise that he hasn't said a word?
No.
This guy's just
I'm
like,
just sitting. I'm just sitting here for and giggles, Giles. So.
Okay, well, there's a bleep.
Yeah.
Straight away. Thank you for giving me some work.
Yeah.
Yeah, we enjoyed that. Yeah, I can't just put this out as I don't know.
Oh wait, I gotta do
the
it.
sun is so bright, I can't even see the screen. Am I even there?
Yeah, well, hopefully it's in frame.
Yeah,
So
something's in frame.
So I'm not going to do it again. So
no. Let's be honest with you. We've all been doing it all week, haven't we? And we're completely done.
We're just tired. We had enough.
We're done. It's lovely
100
to be
degrees
here.
yesterday, so
Yeah.
we just melted.
Crazy. Yeah. I got in the car last night at like 6:30, and it still said 100 degrees.
Oh, it was hot. It was
6 in the evening.
way over 112 Fahrenheit yesterday.
Yeah.
It was nuts.
Fahrenheit,
I think I
Celsius, I don't know.
couldn't remember yesterday afternoon. It's all a blur basically.
I actually saw someone being sick from the heat, so really quite unpleasant. But there we are. And one other thing I'd like to point out, that's my scope.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes.
I lent you my scope, so that actually cuts me in on the deal.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Sure.
lovely.
So we're cutting a loss this year of 1 million, so you can.
Well, all I want is, I've got to say it because it's our favourite phrase we put on camera. I really don't know whether or not you can see me. All I want out of it is a smoke and a pancake.
A smoke and a pancake, yeah?
Bong and a blitz?
The bong and the blitz. Now.
Well, I tell you what, you know what, when you're doing a full film
We are
interview,
filming at the moment, eh?
you just walk straight to the shots.
You should know that by now.
My bad.
We're going to leave that in.
Put that right in there.
It's staying in.
My logo's on the back too. Right, you'll
See,
Really, what's your logos?
bloody American Airgunners. Come on,
We'll have to blur that out. Anyway, there we go. Do I leave that in? Let's think about
Yes,
that in
yeah,
the
well,
edit as well. There we go. Right, I'm going to move out the way and you can close up.
Yeah.
But just a couple of quick questions for people. You know, you're shooting slugs.
Yep.
Who makes the stock?
That's wood to stock in the Netherlands.
Who?
Wood to stock. You spell it like wood and then the number 2 and then stock.
There are only two things I can't stand in this world. People who are intolerant of other people's cultures and the Dutch.
Wood to stock.
Wood
Okay,
to
lovely.
stock,
And is that something that's customizable? People can change that?
We have also a longer version that was currently on the 30 cal we used for the big bore. It's
Yeah.
a little bit longer, it has a different grip. Well, we make a picture.
Okay, it's
Yeah,
we do things. I'll get out of the way and let you do it now.
Yeah.
To be honest, if I stand here any longer, I'm going to split something.
Oh, we don't want that.
Now that Giles walked off, I can tell you a little bit more about this beautiful stock. This stock has been built by a custom stock builder in the Netherlands itself. The company's name is Wood to Stock.
Yeah, correct.
These laminate stocks that you see here do come in different colors. There is different variations you can choose from. This at the moment is a short stock and you can get them in the longer stocks as well. We love to put the longer stocks basically on the big bore rifles to add a little bit more of weight on it. And of course the big bore version has a longer air tube on it as well. What else can I tell you about this? Well, internals is a little bit of a secret, so we're not going to tamper too much, but I can just say again, it does generate a lot of power. And this thing has it is insane how great the spread is on the chronograph. If you start shooting this, it just puts them out there. I think the last time we tested, it had a deviation of 2.8, which was like nothing. Another thing I want to point out here at the bottom is, of course, the trigger here. This is not any trigger that you guys are seeing here. All the triggers that's been fitted on these guns is from Bix and Andy, obviously one of the best trigger builders out there. To the guys who really, really enjoy a perfect trigger, you guys will definitely know that the Bix and Andy is fantastic. And that has been incorporated on this gun as well. So if you put your finger on there, you breathe a little bit too hard, the shot's going to go off, and you can time it and tune it perfectly. At 100, less than a MOA all day long without a problem. That's definitely for sure, because these barrels that's on here is high-end barrels. We will not name the barrel maker because that's also a little bit of an internal secret for now. And we are going to do something awesome, because the wooden stock that you guys see there might be replaced with a awesome brand new chassis. And if you watch my channel and if you followed me along, you should know from where that chassis is going to come from. So you guys definitely going to look out for that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I just hope that the guys that's going to check it out is going to enjoy it, and I'm pretty sure they're going to shoot lights out with it as well, like we've done. All right, with that being said, I think that's pretty much enough from us.
Not from us, from you, because I'm just sitting and enjoying the ride.
He's enjoying my conversation that I'm having here with you.
So otherwise, Giles could make fun of my accent again, so I'll keep quiet as most if I can. Yeah? Okay. You want to smoke in the paint?
Yes.
Go away, Dutch hater.
Smoking a pancake?
Well, guys, I think we're going to wrap it up quickly here. Again, if you guys want to follow along with me, I'm from Hunter Gerhard on YouTube. You can check in there, hit that subscribe, follow me on Instagram. I've got an account there as well. If you guys want to check into these guns, you can go into the Netherlands side of things, look at the Shooting Shop NL, Fusion Arms Groups, or if you want to get it here in the States, you guys need to contact Utah Airguns, because they will be having this in stock as well. And that's a wrap.
That's it? Okay. Cut.
I didn't practice that.
Yeah. Try again. Cut.
Now it's the Speed Shoot Finals, Sportsman and Pro. Again, I'm unsure what footage I have, so you get what you get. But this is the big audience one. The stands are full, and it's always a shoot-off between two shooters, and the winner goes forward to the next round until they end up in the final. There are a selection of courses, but the most spectacular is the mountain climber knockdowns. It's so visual and all so quick. The second story is the heat. Utah has a heat wave, and my car a little later in the day recorded 120 degrees. And to catch the footage, I've had to stand out in it for around 5 hours, but it is not just me. The shooters are having to water towel down benches just to sit on them. All the camera guys and the staff, they're all suffering in the heat. And the audience looks a little wilted too, but the action certainly keeps the interest going. And it's amazing how cool the shooters are under this pressure. The big pro final is a shootout between Daystate and FX team shooters. Best of 3 rounds, and yes, it's a mandatory mag change. This is it then, 1-1. It's all down to this round.
Go. Thumbs up, make the first shot. Back this.
Wins it just by one battle. Ladies and gentlemen, big round of applause for our first female speed finalist, Mark Parsons. Great job. Al, congratulations, brother. Well done, my friend. 2-time pro speed champion right there.
So, buddy,
how you doing, mate? Good to see you. Now, this is a groundbreaking moment. We're trying my brand new mics out.
Yes.
So,
yes.
Thaddeus has got the opportunity to try them first. So, if this doesn't work, there'll be some captions and stuff like that goes in. But there we go.
I'm the experiment.
You are the experiment.
I like it.
Anyway, for those of you out there, I mean, this is like the biggest airgun competition in the world, prize-wise, and people turning up.
Yep.
But there is no airgun competition if you don't have air.
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you're always hidden away down here, which is, you know, I suppose
say,
it's the noise, but
yeah, I wouldn't say hidden away. It's nice down here because we've got shade in case it does rain.
Yeah.
And not that that's never happened, but quite a bit.
It did happen last year.
It did.
I do remember that, yeah.
we got flooded.
Oh.
So it's nice to have some protection from the sun, from the rain.
Yeah.
We don't have the noise bothering shooters when they're shooting.
True.
I know the first couple of years we were up closer and we tried to time it so we're not filling air when the competition's going, and it didn't work just because tanks started piling up.
Yeah, I remember that you were behind the berm.
Yep.
First, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah,
so, but you are probably the one of the most important people here, aren't you? Because like if he's not doing what he's got to do, no one's got no air.
No one shoots.
No one shoots.
It's true.
And it's not like England where you have a sub 12 gun and you top it up and you get 600 shots. This is
I can't even imagine.
yeah, not that I'm having a go at the English stuff or anything like that, but what I'm over here, it's like, particularly in the big bore, it's three shots and a full recharge, isn't it?
Yeah,
So it's
2 to 3 and you're out.
That's it. So it's vital that they've got air going. Yeah. So yeah, very important, gentlemen. So we always have to say hello. But what have you got here? What are you running?
So we're running the Airgun compressors.
Yeah.
We're actually a dealer for them. We sell a lot of them. We've run a lot of different ones, Bowers. And I'll be honest with you, nothing compares to these.
Yeah.
So they're gas powered. This one's just a backup, just in case we need it.
Okay.
Our main compressor here, it's full automatic.
Right.
It shuts off, it starts up, when the tanks get low enough, it kicks on, gets the pressure, shuts off. So I don't ever need to worry about actually firing the compressor up. It takes care of itself. So
Okay.
It's really nice.
Yeah, so I see that runs stages into those big cylinders over there. Yep. And I guess you top off from those, the bottles that come down.
I do.
Yeah.
So we got the 3 big bottles, those are steel. We fill them to about 4,800, so I've got, some room to work with. And that gives us probably on top offs, I can top off maybe 8 bottles before the compressor kicks on.
Okay.
So it's not running all the time, which is really nice.
No, that's fine. I mean, I can see that it's got a system that works.
Yep.
And you've obviously got a backup because you never know. You never know.
Yeah.
Yeah. There we go. And you're here all weekend, and I am going to show everyone your truck because I love your truck over there. The Rubicon, is that what you call them?
Yeah. That's the Jeep Rubicon.
I like that. I've got to say, I look at that every year and go, it's too big for England, but I do like that. Yeah,
it's fun. It's great for out here, out in the hills.
Oh,
hunting,
fabulous! And you've got all the aerials and the radios and all that.
Ham radio. So
I'm a gadget freak, but there we go. Well, anyway, so there we go. That's where the magic air comes from. Just so you know, out there, it doesn't. If you had a hand pump, I think you'd be.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
That would be a competition in itself. Okay, bench rest is done. Now it's your airing up the gun competition. Everybody on the hand pumps.
Can you imagine?
I would love to see that. That would actually be really fun.
Yeah. I mean, it would be a 3-week-long competition.
Can't have that.
And you'd have a lot of medics on standby.
Yeah, that's so true.
Yeah. And there'd be a lot of gentlemen here not taking part because we're not physically capable of pumping the gun away. Yeah,
right.
But we don't say that too loud. Anyway, good to see you.
Giles, you too,
Thanks
my
for
friend.
everything you do, and don't get too sunburnt like I probably will by the end of the day.
Yeah, go put you some stuff on.
Yeah, I'm going to go do something, but there we go.
Okay.
Take care.
Thanks, buddy.
This is Kit, this is Jared. Now, nice to always have a little bit of a chat and catch up. How you doing, guys?
Doing great. It's good to see you again.
Good to see you. You enjoying the whole RMAC thing?
Oh yeah, it's always a blast out here at RMAC. Jared and I, we had a 10-hour drive from
Arizona. We got Jeff Fisher and Alex
Now we're back to Arizona too. Yeah. Funny thing about a one-way drive is you can kind of go back.
Yeah.
Let's be ready for that as soon as this ground wind is over. Let's get in there and help them load.
We're trying to do this in between Rossi shouting, aren't we? Let's be honest. Well, I've got a 5-hour drive back to Vegas to get my flight, so I'm halfway there with you. So what's been good? What's been happening? Talk to us. Talk to the world.
It's just been awesome. The whole competition's been great. The wind this year, the windier the better. I love the wind, and And this year the wind was doing all kinds of weird things. Everybody's complaining about the wind, and that's part of the fun about the competition. You know, it's just it's fun to see what everybody can do in the wind.
Yeah, I got to say, if you're going to complain about the wind, you got to figure out who you're going to write the letter to.
Yeah.
Because I'll be honest with you, no one's going to listen.
Yeah, that's just it. As soon as you think you've got it, you go up to your target, and boom, it's down into a 5 or a 7.
Yeah, it's tricky. It's tricky. So, anything else exciting going on for either of you?
Oh, I shot better at Vintress for me personally, and it was nothing worth noting, but shooting an American Air Arms Evil, it's a really nice gun with a sub-moa barrel, so I was really happy with how it shot. Big bore is always a blast. I tell everyone that the big bore is worth the drive alone for RMAC, but it's just a lot of fun. You're not going to run into anyone with a negative attitude out here. It's a lot of fun, and everyone comes from a while, like we said, 10 hours, but people are Claudio's back there. Came all the way from Chile, Giles from the UK. It's a good gathering of people, so if you're thinking about coming, I would 100% recommend it.
Absolutely, it's a blast.
Magic, fabulous. Anything else you want to cover?
Not really, except we got to go ice up and get ready for the drive home.
So basically, what you're saying is now shut up, Giles, and let's go. Because 10 hours is a long time. Yeah. Okay, I got it. Lovely.
Thanks, Giles.
Bye.
Bye.
Right, that's about it. I did not film the banquet. I got there and realised I'd boiled myself during the day outside. I did not feel 100%, so I had to go and find a bit of a cool, quiet spot to lie down. However, I am now posting on screen the winners, and yes, Thayne Simmons set a new record with his Karma Red Panda, 240 and 8Xs I believe. If you want to see a full interview with him, I will put a link in the box below. I also need to mention and apologise to Patrick and Bill from the Airgun Geeks. I promised them a spot in the video at the banquet. I failed due to my internal boiling. However, they do have fabulous podcasts and interviews with the big names, so please do go and check them out. And again, I will put a link below. To all of those I did not say goodbye to, blame flight schedules. It's not easy to go around and see everyone. And if I missed you, sorry. Justin, Austin and the team, and let's be clear, Austin is a little camera shy, you guys rock. This is the biggest and best airgun competition in the world, period. Thank you for looking after me, and sorry we did not get interviews with everyone, but I got to give you a birthday kiss, and that's a first. And to finish with, one more clip.
Right, that's the end of my video, and I've got to say, what an event. I think this has been the best RMAC ever. The volunteers, the staff, the crew, the people in the background, keeping the volunteers going. You know, you got families at home, you know, feeding late at night, getting up early in the morning, and everyone involved. I tip my hat to you. It has been a fabulous set of 4 or 5 days now, an awesome competition. And as I say a lot throughout my videos, if you think you can do better, and if you think that you are a better shooter, don't write it in the comments below. Put your money where your mouth is, come here and take the prize money home. It's that simple. I've done my best trying to bring the video to you. It's been 100+ degrees most of the time. Constant sun cream, constant heat, drinking lots of water, trying to stay well. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. I haven't filmed everything. I've missed some bits because I'm just enjoying myself too much. But now, if you'll excuse me, I got poop.